Hello out there, YouTube. What's going on, everyone? We are back. Oakland A's franchise. The year is 2027, and we are first in the division. It's been a few days since I posted, but feeling good, excited to do draft day. Always one of my favorite episodes to do in a franchise. So, let's see. Let's do a quick little recap. It's been a few days. So, month of June went okay. We played about 500 ball, which is, again, okay, but we're certainly capable of better. We are first place and 2 games over the Rangers. The big story here is we're the best hitting team in the league. We're first in hits. We're first in batting average. We're first on on-base percentage. We're, I think, top 3 in home runs. But our pitching is kind of mediocre. We did make some changes. We sent Grayson Rodriguez and Tristan McKenzie into our long reliever roles, which is kind of weird, but, they were not performing. And so we brought in Trevor Rogers and Tyler Wells, who are performing, at least Trevor Rogers, performing much, much better. What else? Stuart Orr is actually in the running now for the Cy Young. At least last we looked, he was, I think, third. And our bullpen is kind of hit or miss, but more than anything, good. So, not super excited about Jojo Romero having an off year. He has 5 blown saves, which is almost as much as he had in the entire season last year. So we might look to switch him out. The problem is no one else is doing much better, but I think we are going to switch Garrett Crochet. And then maybe we take Luther Hanna, who for some reason has only pitched 3 innings, and I think we put him in the setup role. Also gives us a righty-lefty option instead of just lefty-lefty. Okay. So that's that. So we only have a couple more days until the draft. I do want to try and squeeze in at least 1, maybe 2 games, depending on how long those games take. And I'm thinking maybe we play maybe the Rays, maybe St. Louis, or we could play one of these Texas games, which I think would probably be the smarter move, simply because they're second in the division, and we want to perform well against them. One other thing we have to consider is if we want to put anyone on the trade block. So, in the past, if pitchers have been struggling halfway through the year, I usually have no problem dumping them in exchange for something else. The thing is, we don't need any bats, right? We have no need for any bats. And considering Rodriguez and McKenzie are both relatively young, especially Rodriguez, and they're both A potential, I think we're okay. Obviously, statistically not great, but we have the bats to support them. And if you look at their FIPS, their FIPS are actually not that bad. So fielding independent pitching is FIP, and what that basically means, if you're unaware, it's like if you took out all of the defenders on the field and it was just the pitcher and the catcher and the batter, like what your ERA kind of would be. So Stuart Orr, who has an incredibly low ERA, his FIP is a 4.32, which isn't that far off. Tristan McKenzie has a lower FIP. So the issue is just probably walks and home runs, more than anything. Stuart Orr is walking less than 2 batters per 9 and is giving up barely a home run every 9 innings, whereas McKenzie is over 3 walks and 1.5 home runs. So I think that's where we're getting hurt a little bit. Arias, kind of the same, giving up quite a few home runs, but all in all, I feel okay. I think they'll straighten it out, and like I said, we are winning games. So, what's up? Okay. Got it. Okay. So, looking at the rest of our roster, I just don't know. who we would move because even our backups are looking pretty good. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So I don't think we're probably going to make any moves on the trade deadline. We'll look at the trade block. But if we moved anyone, it would be a pitcher, and I see no pitchers. Christopher Sanchez, a 30-year-old B potential who's having an okay year and is regressing, is the first pitcher on the board. So I don't see us making any moves. So with that, let's go ahead and simulate to the draft. Why doesn't my AA have a valid rotation? AA pitching really well, except for this guy. Holy cow, he's getting smoked. All right, do we have someone that we would want to bring up to the doubles, to AA? I mean, we only have one, and he's fine. We'll run with the 4-man rotation. Oh, it's because Crespo here got injured, and he was having a really good year so far. He's only out 2 to 3 weeks. The big one was Anthony Matsui, who was having a killer year, under 3 ERA, 87 strikeouts in 84 innings, and just out 1 to 2 months. So he'll continue to progress, which is good, but he was definitely on his way. Anyway, like I said, let's advance to the draft. Oh, we got Alex Verdugo and Ahmed Rosario out there in the outfield for the All-Star starters. That's pretty cool. All right, and now we go to the draft. So if you've been watching previous episodes, you know that we focused on areas where we need depth, and that is the shortstop position and our outfielder position. That's the only thing we scouted for. And there was actually some pretty good outfielders out there. So that's probably where we're going to look. So we'll start throwing some people up on the board. And then we'll reorder in a minute. Okay, so that's all of our shortstops. Left fielders, I don't think this guy falls to us, right? Armando Quevedo. But we'll put him on the board anyway, or on the queue, whatever. Same thing with Scott French. I don't think he falls, but we'll throw him up there. I think Randall McLeod might be the guy. I'm not sure. There was a few standout outfielders that looked pretty good. And then center fielders, there was definitely some good ones. I kind of wish we would have scouted this guy at least 1 week, but I don't think he falls to us anyway. And that's also kind of bait. He's probably like a C potential, but 70 overall kind of guy, which would be good for us in year 1. I know a lot of these guys aren't scouted super in depth, but I'm really not that. Actually, we're going to take him off. I can't. Okay, whatever. Definitely some value here down the board, which is pretty exciting to see. Where was our boy with the stash? Here we go. Harvey Flores. He was a discovered player. He looks pretty decent, so he might be someone that we definitely try to focus on. But it's good to see like some guys like this guy. If he there's a very good chance he falls somewhere in the middle there and is like a B potential guy who plays good defense and could learn how to hit the ball decently well. Like that's the kind of like depth that we're looking for. Okay, so let's go to the draft now. And we'll start rearranging our players. I wish there was a way you could just like I'm just going to organize them by draft rank. Just because that'll be easier to go through. So just bear with me here, please. Looks like there's a lot of depth at left field, which we really don't need, but it does give us some options, which is always good. Almost there. Almost there. All right, we have our draft ordered. And now, let's begin. And this is probably the team I think I'm going to do for the next MLB The Show rebuild. The White Sox. If they continue to be terrible this year, probably going to be on my radar for a team. It could also be fun because, like, my brother's lives in Chicago. It's a city I visited quite a bit. It's a city I enjoy visiting. And, you know, they're overshadowed a lot of times by the Cubs. So it could be a fun franchise. The Rockies as well suck. So that could be something as well. It just might be interesting because I really enjoy one of the reasons I love playing with the A's, aside from them being my favorite team, is simply because I love the small market teams. You know, Chicago's a huge market, so that could be something fun where I actually get some money to spend. Colorado, I don't think it's like super small budget, but definitely not as big as Chicago. All right, so off the board to start with, we have three starting, four, five, six starting pitchers, all off the board. Of course, we did not scout any of these guys, so I have no idea. But kind of interesting here, some of these guys up at the top, ranked 50th, ranked 81st. I mean, maybe they jumped up if you scout them, but another starting pitcher. There's the first position player off the board, Jonas Gilmore, second baseman. We had him at 13. Another starting pitcher. So some of these guys might actually fall to us. Elmer Mitre, he looks like he could be very good. But usually when the potential and overall match, it's usually bait. Another starting pitcher. This is kind of crazy. So we still have, like I said, I put these guys on my board, but I did not think that they would actually have the potential to stay. So we'll see. We'll see. But either one of these guys could be pretty good. It would be good to get, a young shortstop, especially, a guy like this, plays second and third. He doesn't look great, right, from his attributes, but, if he gets up into the 70s in hitting and just well-rounded defensively, has pretty good speed, that's okay. That's okay. Man, they are just going all in on starting pitchers. This guy we had at 46th. Wow, this whole round is nothing but starting pitchers. This is kind of crazy. I don't think I've ever actually seen a draft like this. So we might actually have a shot at some of these top tier guys. I'm not sure who we take though. French, we have him ranked 8th in the class, so looks like, he's got some good power, some good contact, well-rounded defense. But Armando, Quevedo, I don't know. Pretty similar in terms of projected potential. It's just Quevedo has way better defensive ratings. So we'll see. But they might go next. Who knows? Still just a run on starting pitchers. Now we're starting to see some position players. First baseman Sidney Flowers. Shortstop Esteban Abar. Interesting. Okay. We had him at 12th. He goes 21st. Ian Piper, Carlos Huerta. Wow, he looks like he could be pretty good. Another first baseman, another second baseman. So infielders, not a lot of outfielders going so far. There we go. I say that, right fielder. We had him at number 9, Jared Venner. Of course, we didn't really scout him all that well, but he looks like he could actually be a generational, because his vision and discipline are only 5 apart. That would be crazy if he would have fallen that far. Okay, there's Scott French, definitely a guy we wanted. Ricky Barrett and Willie Abar. All right, so now it's us, and we actually have a shot at what we had as the number 5 ranked player in the draft, Armando Quevedo or Paul Ritson. I mean, Paul Ritson, it looks like he's going to be at least a B potential. Could be an A. Well-rounded defensively, kind of an average bat. Whereas Quevedo, much better defensively, a little bit better bat. Thing is, we need a shortstop more than we need a left fielder. None of these shortstops down here seem particularly. I mean, Zach Sims looks like he could be very similar. So, I think we just go with best available. We trust our scouts, and wow. And I think we go for it. We just go Armando Cavedo. He's the best on the board that we have. And yeah, how much does he want? Only 1.9 mil? All right, let's do it. All right, Armando Cavedo, welcome to the A's. Originally ranked 37th, and then we have him at 5, and now we have the competitive balance round, which is kind of weird. I don't know how that works exactly, because coming off a World Series win, you would think giving us 2 picks in the top 40 would be kind of a cheat code, but we could get Paul Ritson. We could go Randall McLeod. Back-to-back left fielders seems kind of crazy, but he looks like he has a better bat. He looks like he's definitely a B potential or higher player. Has decent speed. But I think we would probably go Paul Ritson just because that's position of need for us. We really need some depth there. And either one of these guys could technically fall to us. Where's Mustache Man? Harvey Flores. Okay, we had him at 88. All right, so it's to us, and we still have our options open. Like I said, I think we go with what's needed more than anything, and we go with best available, which is a shortstop, Paul Ritson. All right, buddy. So far we added even more depth to left field, which is kind of crazy. We didn't really need that, but it also gives us, some prospects to trade if we need to, which that can be huge. All right, so we watched the first round go by, and I feel like we're good to just go ahead and sim to our next pick. Wow. Are we still just on a pitching run? A lot of relief pitchers, starting pitchers? Okay, this is kind of a crazy draft, actually. Now, we can also get Randall McLeod. We could get Zachary Sims. CJ Campanella actually might be the move. Way better hitting. Well, maybe not. Actually, really similar. Just a little bit slower, a little bit less well-rounded. Who do we have scouted more? Randall McLeod. Yeah. All right, Randall McLeod it is. So we have gotten so lucky in with our first 3 picks. We had some guys fall way down the board to us. So let's go ahead and sim to our next pick. Okay. Okay. This is kind of weird. This is absolutely kind of nuts. I mean, I guess Zachary Sams, every one of these guys was, went up the board 30 positions or more. So we could go back-to-back shortstops. This guy, much better defensively, more of an average bat. Plays all the infield except for first, which is fine. But Harvey Flores, the guy that we discovered, huge speed, great defense, pretty average bat. He was discovered, so we would expect him to keep falling a little bit. But we don't have many right fielders. I just don't know. I don't want to lose him because he looks like he could be pretty good. But shortstop, he's got a good arm. He's got good speed. What's up?
I don't know why, but I lost connection. Like, there's no internet for me on my computer.
Okay, I'll take a look in a minute, okay? Do we go with the better bat? Yeah, I'm not sure either one of these guys falls to us. Harvey Flores is more likely to fall, or to be there next round because he was a discovered player. Let's ask my son. What does my son think? Hudson. Should I go Zachary Sams? So he's better defensively, kind of an average hitter. CJ Campanella, who's a better hitter but not as good defensively. Or Harvey Flores, who's very good defensively and kind of an average bat. What do you think?
What are you going to do with them?
Well, these are players that will be on our team.
Oh, on your team?
Mm-hmm. We're picking them as rookies. This guy has a sweet stash. This guy, he's kind of plain. This guy's long hair. I don't know if that factors into your decision at all.
Let's do Harvey. Yeah, whatever his name is.
Harvey?
Yeah, Harvey.
All right. The sun has spoken. We are picking Harvey Flores with our 104th pick. Thank you. All right, a guy we discovered, and he has a sick mustache, so we have that to look forward to. All right, so our last two guys that we were looking at kind of dipped, so now we picking at 134. Is this the last round? I don't think so. Wow, we still have rounds to go. Okay, so we got Martin Benitez, William Ling. Wow, this actually could be someone we go for just for versatility reasons. I think that might be the move because he plays short, second, and outfield. He has crazy speed and good enough defense. If he can develop his bat, could be okay. Let's go for it. William Ling. It's good to find those guys that can play like every position. Gives you a lot of flexibility. Okay, and then now we have. It's crazy that we got so lucky in these first 3-4 rounds. Everyone we wanted just fell to us. Okay, I think Martin Benitez is the man. Not very good power, but at least has some contact, discipline, all that stuff. And then we'll see if Eli. Sorry, so Eli's off the board. We're down to our last pick. Who do we got left? So best available, it says Mark Saccio, a guy we've actually scouted. He has pretty much the highest potential available. Plays multiple positions, good defense, average bat. Sure, why not? All right. And I think that is the draft. All right. So the 2027 draft is in the books. I think we had a pretty good one, honestly. I think we had a pretty good one. All right. All right. So AA All-Star game, and we have some All-Stars. We don't have anyone in the Home Run Derby. I thought Geloff might actually have a chance to get in this year. but we do not have anyone participating, so we'll go ahead and skip that. Of course, we have All-Stars. All right, and the Marlins get Stone Garrett from the Nationals. Okay, big trade there. American League defeats the National League. Cardinals are interested in a trade. We don't have anyone on the trade block, so let's see. They want to give us 24-year-old C potential Thomas Segesi, a second baseman. Also plays first, third, and short. Not having a good year so far. Only 28 at bats in the majors, so he looks like a backup bat. Doesn't look like anything special, and they want us to give them our 20-year-old A potential starting pitcher. No. It's a terrible trade. All right, AAA All-Star game. All right, let's go to our roster here as the Rangers now tie us and take lead in the division. All right, so Alex Verdugo, Ahmed Rosario, both All-Stars. I'm sure Geloff might be an All-Star. We just can't see it because he's on fire there. No minor league All-Stars? Okay, so Mike Estrada gets an All-Star nod in the minors. Is that really it? I thought for sure we would have more. Manny Osuna, our closing pitcher. What is it with our AA closing pitchers? Are always filthy. Okay, I guess that's it. I thought we would have more All-Stars than that. Do you not get to look at the box score? Sick. Okay. All right, so now, of course, we have to go through the process of signing our players, and then how long have we taken so far? So we're at 32 minutes. So let's do, I think we could probably play 2 games. We'll play, let's play at Kansas City, and then we'll play Texas. And let's see what we can do. Oh, man. Mike Estrada, who just looked at AAA All-Star, torn ACL, out for over 6 months. So he'll go on the 60-day for sure. And now we got to look out left field. Who's going to play? It's so tempting to call up Martin Meza. He's progressing so fast, though, and the doubles. And it's not like he's doing very good, but I don't think quite good enough. We just want to keep letting him develop way down there. I think Colby Thomas is the guy. Yeah, he's the only one that's really performing at a high enough level, I think, to go. I mean, he is a 71 overall. So let's go ahead and move him up to AAA. And I'm sure we'll have to fix the lineups. Yes. He actually looks like a decent leadoff guy. Let's go ahead and throw him in there. Okay, and then down in AA. So he was DHing. All right, so who's going to be our new DH? Versus lefties, looks Looks like it could be Tommy Stevenson. Let's do that. Okay. Throw Pineda in there, I guess. But he's only hit 223, so I think... Oh, this doesn't matter. Okay. And then let's... All right, Martin Meza now in the 3-hole. Okay. So lineups are set now. All right, and our first day to sign draft picks, also our first 4 games are not great. We're way better than playing 500 baseball, so I'm pretty disappointed with the way things have gone. All right, so now we don't have Armando Quevedo scouted very far, so let's go and put him at first. We'll offer... Oh, he doesn't have full interest. Okay. Anyone have, like, just crazy interest? No. Who else needs to be scouted more? Hey, babe. Okay. So let's offer on Randall McLeod. He wants 1 million. Slot value is 105. Seems like a good fit. We'll offer. And he signs. Fantastic. Randall McLeod, left field. Welcome to the A's. All right, let's throw Martin Benitez in here. Get him scouted up a little bit more. Keep scouting Quevedo. And we'll go from there. All right. Let's get some, like, why can we not win consistently? And I feel like when we lose, we always lose bad. Like, I've seen a lot of losses where we just don't score runs, which is crazy considering how good hitting we are. All right. Everything looks pretty good. Still just waiting on Ritson to get his interest level up. So we'll just keep that as is. Crespo's no longer injured. So he's back in. Okay. So now 4 losses in a row where we've scored 1 run in 4 games. Is my entire lineup cold? No, not really. Would it be crazy to take out Dylan Carlson and put in Barger? He's only hitting 250s. Maybe versus righties we do it? I think we try it at least. He has a huge arm. Great reaction time, great fielding. It's not a lot of speed, but I think we do it at least versus righties. Just throw him in there. We have a slow outfield. It's a little concerning, but has great reaction time and a cannon for an arm. So we'll leave him in center. We'll see how it goes. All right, another day to look at draft picks. Quevedo just keeps looking better and better the more we scout him, which is very encouraging. Ritson looks awesome. I just need him to get above 50%. I mean, for a round 5 pick, looks like Benitez could actually be pretty decent. All right, let's go ahead and offer on Quevedo. Slot value is 249. He wants 1.9. I think we bumped this up to like a little over 2. Yeah, he declined. Okay. But, I mean, Benitez wants 239. Slot value is 329. We'll offer a little bit more. It's still under slot value, but more than what he wants. He signs. Okay. Who else we got? Anyone that still needs to be scouted more? Yep. Mark Satio. I just want to make sure we're not going to try and snag like a D potential guy. All right. So let's keep going with that. Moving on. Just having a terrible month. We've won 3 games out of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 4 out of 11 is not good. We are now in 3rd place. Plummeting. Pitching. Not great. Looks like Tristan McKenzie's actually turning it around a little bit. Tyler Wells has fallen back off and is cold, so let's switch those two. Mason Miller's falling off as well, but progressing. Stuart Orr is still amazing, but still not quite there. It's good to see Trevor Rogers doing well. Bullpen's not awesome. Luther Hanna still has a 0 ERA. All right, we're doing it. Luther Hanna is now the closer. Garrett Crochet. All right, let's switch. No, that's okay. We'll leave Garrett Crochet in. And then line up. Okay, we're on fire. So we should be hitting the piss out of the ball right now. I mean, just hitting the piss out of the baseball. All right, said I wanted to play a Kansas City game. Let's hop in with Tristan McKenzie. Okay. All right, Ritson's finally at over 50%. Slot value's $2 million. How much do we have? $6 million left. All right, we'll go up to 2 or 196. That's fine. Okay, so he signs. Quevedo, I think we offered him a little over 2. We'll go up to slot value, or pretty close to that, 2.43. It's $500,000 over his asking cost, so he signs. We'll add our last 2 guys in here and give them a while to get their interest up. Ahmed Rosario, strained pec and out for 1 to 2 weeks. We'll put him on the 10-day. And now we got to fix our lineup. So let's put Barger in at his normal position as shortstop. And we will put Butler out in center. I think that's... And then we'll switch them. Lefty DH. Yeah, that's fine. Soderstrom's going cold. Still having a career year, pretty much, pretty close to it. He's been pretty consistent. I just really thought that he would advance faster, but, you know, he's climbing. He's still a solid ball player. Okay, now we have won 3 in a row. We've won 2 out of 3 so far versus Kansas City. Let's hop in here with Tristan McKenzie, play our first game. We don't have 4 lineups. Did we not just check those? Right. Sure. Okay. Yeah, our ERA is not great. But Kansas City is not looking great either, which is fine. Hopefully we can get McKenzie back on track. See if we can get Meade, Carlson, and Soderstrom out of their slumps. Here at Kauffman Stadium. Looks great. All right. I didn't get to take a look at the picture. Let's see who we got. Who are we facing off against? Mason Montgomery. Young 26-year-old lefty. Has a 6.32 ERA. I really like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Okay, take a fastball right down the middle to start. Not probably ideal, but, you know, we'll see.
1 ball, 1 strike.
We are definitely a swing-happy team sometimes, so I'm okay with taking a couple strikes if we need to. Good change up there out in front of it. Now 1 and 2.
3.
Good slider. Just catches the bottom of the zone.
Dylan Carlson.
So far, good pitching. We finally get a fastball again. Pretty much right down the middle. Good timing. Just not quite on it with the bat to ball. Didn't barrel it.
Yep, that ball went out. Ball 2.
We do have a lot of power versus lefties. So
3-0.
in Kauffman Stadium, pretty easy to hit home runs here. Gonna put the stop sign on for Soler. I've seen pitches called balls like that. And then Soler lines out. Okay. So despite bad stats, the A's really don't put up much of a fight in the first. Bobby Witt Jr. leading off seems kind of weird.
0-2 is the count.
Seems kind of weird. But it goes down looking. We'll take that.
Nope. That's inside.
Now, we have seen moments where Tristan McKenzie has been a strikeout machine. I think we've seen him get 11, 12 strikeouts in a game before. So we know he has the strikeout stuff. It's just, are we going to see it today?
Ball, that's off the plate.
He's got pretty good control. Let's see if we can spin up a slide piece on him. Get some nice weak contact. Torkelson flips to McKenzie. Out at number 2. Now the pass squatch and then the 3-hole.
0-1's the count.
It's kind of interesting. Like these 3 core guys still on the Royals
1-0.
after running through this franchise for 4 years or so. It seems like they're pretty content with
2 strikes.
holding together their core pieces. And the pass squatch blast one. It is high. Wow, that is very deep. We don't get the stats on that one, but that was a huge shot out into right field. So Kansas City not messing around. Bad record, but they're here to play.
0-2.
Back-to-back curveballs from McKenzie. Doesn't bite. Let's go up and away on a fastball, see what that does. Pretty close to a strike. Let's try it low and away. Not the best first inning from McKenzie. Throwing his 20th pitch. Does get a strikeout. So I think we strike out 2 or 3, but we give up the solo shot to Pasquantino. Royals on the board first. Time to answer. Again, we have a lot of power versus lefties. So I'm not worried at all. I just don't. I'm a little worried at our about McKenzie coming in with a 4-point-something ERA. And Torkelson said, "What you can do, I can do better." Not nearly as far as the pass squatch shot, but home run nonetheless, 412 feet. And there's that power versus lefties on display. Fastball. Up in the zone. And Barger, a guy we traded for and has been crushing it. Now with injury and maybe some other people slumping, has worked into a starting role. So let's see if he can maintain his success on an everyday basis. Kind of a hittable slider there. Maybe should have taken a rip at it, but then we get a fastball late on 92. Got to be ready for that. Or sorry, 94. Counts even at 2-2. Ooh.
Did he go?
And they're going to say he did go around. Looks like he did, actually. Reached out there for that slider. That was a good one. Good pitch.
Nope. Ball 1. Counts 1-0.
That one's going to find some grass out in right center field. Gets all the way to the wall. The fielder can't grab it. Geloff is rounding second. That's going to be a triple for Gelly Bean. Mistake out in the outfield leads to his 4th triple of the year. Beautiful hit out into the gap. Good running. Love to see it. I have to admit, Curtis Mead, although, you know, a little bit above average, I think, for MLB standards, I definitely expected a little bit more than 252. In the playoffs last year, he was batting, like, in the 400s. And for the season, batting, like, close to 300. So, slumping a little bit, but, you know, still a solid option there. He does get an RBI, though. A ground out, but still an RBI. So the A's take the lead. We've scored now 2 in the second. Brownie slices this one ground to the third baseman.
Got him.
Can't leg it out. Okay. So the A's answer after the solo shot by Pasquantino in the first for the Royals. A's come back in the second. Score 2. Feels good. All right. Let's see if McKenzie cannot give up another monster. Like, if ours solo shot was 412 and it just went into the bullpen, like, that means that the Pasquantino homer had to have been, like, close to 500 feet, which is pretty crazy. I think I'm starting to see McKenzie, that slider is just not working. He doesn't have the control on it. And when he's missing, he's not missing outside. So I think we're going to be pretty much dependent on the fastball and the curveball more than anything.
Ball 1. Hey.
All right. Pretty quick 1-2-3 inning. Some soft ground balls. And let's see if we can continue to do damage. I think that's been a strength that we've seen for the A's this year. When our bats are on, we are scoring consistently. Not per game, like consistently throughout the games, throughout the innings. Good timing. Looks like he put the bat on there pretty good, but fly out to left field for Soderstrom. And now up at the top of the lineup, Verdugo, Rosario, top 2 in the league for hits. Not average, but number of hits. So I'm sure that has a lot to do with our batting success.
Oh.
2 quick outs from Montgomery. And let's see what Dylan Carlson can do. That was a fastball we probably needed, but I'm okay with waiting. Looking for the ball that you really want. Kind of fastball up in the zone is what we're looking for.
Ball, that's out.
Got a drunk fan in the stands. Kansas City Royals. All right. Carlson's going to slap this one out into right field. He's been cold, so only a single, but happy to get him on base.
Designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Might have been able to reach up and get that one, but it also could have very easily been a ball. Wow, the changeup gets us. Not sure what Soler was looking at there, but he completely whiffed. I was going to give this one, I was going to say a good ride, but he must have been way under that one. Flies out to the center field. No offense, really, from the A's.
For the Royals, the catcher, number 3.
That's a ball.
Is it, though? Is that a ball up?
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good curveball, though. It's a swing and miss. That one hangs up. Very dangerous. Very dangerous curveball. Very hittable. Luckily, just goes foul.
Outside, that's a ball.
I'm really worried about throwing the slider because he's missed pretty bad with it so far this game, but definitely in a good spot to use it. Somehow pulls that one. Not even sure I made contact with that one, but he's fighting off everything. Maybe a fastball in on the hands. Beats that one into the ground. There we go. Wow, that was a beautiful curveball. Low and away, dotted in the corner. That's pretty good.
Ball.
And that one hit pretty well out in the center. Carlson's there. Good speed on the bases with Samad Taylor. But
The batter, number 7.
fast reaction times from Carlson out there
Witt Jr.
limits it to a single.
Ball.
And now Bobby Witt, also great speed.
Ball 1. Hey!
Geloff going to get there? He does. Wow. I thought that was just a big bounce, but I guess it's just a little fly. Geloff has the reaction time and the speed to get under it. With kind of a little bit of a pitcher's duel heading into the fourth. Only 2 runs by the A's, who coming in, dominant offense. Spencer Torkelson's going to give this one out of right to left, but caught on the warning track.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison Barger.
All right. That's hit pretty well too, but doesn't find any grass. We've gotten 2 really good fastballs to smack. Got some good contact, but nothing to show for it so far. And I like Montgomery. You know, he's given us some challenge pitches. He's pitched pretty well this game,
Ball, that's outside.
especially considering, you know, statistically how he's performed the rest of the year. Definitely a big improvement. I'm sure if I was the Royals manager, I'd be happy with his performance thus far. Good pitch to crush there, but Geloff's late. And then late on the changeup. That one's a nice drive out in the left center. This one will not be a triple. In fact, I don't even think it's going to be a double. Bad throw, but Geloff was stuck on first, so doesn't get to advance.
The third baseman, Curtis Mead.
But pretty good shot. 2 for 2 with a triple and a single.
1-0.
Double and a home run from the cycle. I mean, a double's easy enough. And we know he doesn't have a ton of power versus lefties, but if we get a righty reliever and he cranks a home run out there, that could be crazy. Never hit for the cycle in the show.
Ball, that's just out.
Good eye by me. Takes one on the black. We get the ball. And then a hard hit ball, but just not going anywhere. It's like the ball's just dying in the air. Do we have some wind or something? 5 miles an hour against us. It's not like it's a huge. Not like we're facing 30-mile-an-hour gusts, but it sure feels like it. McKenzie's still working here in the bottom of the fourth. Has been pretty efficient, only 45 pitches so far. And he's had some at-bats that have just gone on and on and on. Wow. Get a swing and miss there. Looks like a check swing, but he went around. Doing pretty good.
That's outside.
Would have liked that call, but starts off with a ball.
That ball's foul.
There we go, and then strikes out another one. So 2 strikeouts that inning. Kinsey looking good. Just that one home run on his has kind of blemished his start, but 1 run through 4 is definitely not bad. Definitely not bad at all. Seth Brown swinging on back-to-back changeups, both of them and then bites on the slider. Brown goes down at 3 pitches, 3 swings, and a strikeout. Very uncharacteristic of Brown. He's really improved every year versus lefties, so.
Ball 2. 2 balls,
But
no strikes.
Soderstrom showing much more discipline, not taking a swing at those first 2. And then he gets a changeup right down the middle. Spits on it. Let's see what pitch number 4 brings. And that's high. And that's deep. And it falls on the warning track, bounces off the wall. Still can't glove it. Soderstrom's on to third. And he's going to stay there. Second triple of the year for Soderstrom. And I feel like we have to take a look and see what the heck happened in the outfield. So the ball lands on the warning track, bounces through the outfielder. He doesn't know what to do. I mean, if a ball went literally through my leg, I would probably freak the fuck out too. I don't know what to say. But Verdugo gets into that one. Great play from the right fielder. Soderstrom, though, tags up and makes it home. It's an RBI for Verdugo. And then Carlson pulls this one really hard down the third base line. Outfielder shaded over to the right. And Carlson's got decent speed. I mean decent, like 50-something probably. Good double for him. But, I mean, that's a great hit. Just pulled that fastball.
Ball inside.
Now getting close to running out of energy. Not a ton of confidence from Montgomery. If we get into mistake pitch, we could really make him pay with Soler.
Ball, that's outside.
Although Montgomery not wanting to challenge Soler so far. And for good reason. That one is out there in the left field gap off the wall. I think that's going to be a double for Soler. It's also an RBI. And A's putting together a little something here in the 5th. And that's going to be it for Montgomery. Now facing Robbie Ray.
Number 23, Robbie Ray.
7 ERA. Looks to be maybe a long reliever. No, maybe he's starting. So they go to a starter. Yeah, I mean, he could be in the long reliever role. Kind of curious that they would bring out a lefty versus Torkelson. Because he crushes lefties. But, Robbie Ray is an accomplished veteran.
That's ball 2.
I guess they have confidence in him. Finally gets strike one over on the third pitch. And Torkelson's all over that one, but looks like he's just not on enough. Gets to the warning track. Oh, I think that's where that 5 mile an hour wind, it may only be 5 miles an hour, but I think it's been just enough to save the Royals from probably 2 or 3 home runs. Wow, great defense. Oh, wow, save. We're going to challenge that one. Yeah, he was out by like a foot. There we go. Good challenge on the play. Great defense from Meade. All over that bunt. And a great throw. No Matt Chapman, who left us in the offseason. Said he wanted to be with a contender after coming off a World Series championship. Very curious on that decision making from Chapman, but we love him, we respect him. It is very hard to repeat as World Series champions, so I understand, but would have loved to have him. But still, Curtis Meade flashing the leather, showing that defense that Chappie was known for, trying to make himself a name for the A's organization. And another inning for the Royals without scoring a run. A's pretty comfortably ahead. 3 runs through 5 innings. But we're definitely capable of more. Another very hard hit ball. It's not that hard, only 90 off the bat. But it sounded good. I mean, barreled up just a little bit late. This one a hard grounder. Bobby Witt's there with his incredible speed.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Hopes for Geloff to get a hit for the cycle today. Drastically diminished now. And the A's kind of going quietly here in the 6th.
Ball 3.
Ooh, that one does get through. No, it doesn't. Bobby Witt actually makes the range and the throw. Wow, phenomenal defense from Bobby Witt Jr. in that inning. Probably not a pitch you want to swing at. 3-0. That one low on the black. But potent offense. You gotta trust your guys to swing the baseball or to swing the bat. McKenzie. Nasty stuff today. Another strikeout.
The shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
I'm not sure how many we have on the day, but I feel like we're probably getting close to double digits.
Ball, that pitch is out.
I mean, 2 just incredibly close pitches. Gonna have to bring it in a little bit.
Ball 3.
Okay. That wasn't a ball. Might be looking at our first walk of the day. Bobby Witt not. I mean, he's not the most dangerous hitter in the world here in the game, but
now batting, third
he walks on 2 strikes and 2 balls.
Garcia.
And hopefully this is not MLB The Show deciding that we're going to screw over Tristan McKenzie. Wow. Absolute dot of a slider low and away. That pitch does not get any better. And now the pass watch hurt us early on in the game.
Ball one.
Man. No damage done this time. Goes down swinging. 2 strikeouts in the inning there from McKenzie. He, for sure, will, I think, finish with double-digit strikeouts today.
Oh, that's inside.
Seth Brown just cannot get past. We just cannot get past Bobby Witt Jr. 3 putouts in the last 3 batters.
Ball one, no strike. Ball two.
We're getting some hittable pitches. We're getting wood on him, but Bobby Witt just too good.
Too high. Ball.
Got a 3-1 though to Sodi. Oh, all over that fastball. But just a little bit under it.
Yeah. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Some very hittable pitches we've had. They're just missing them or hitting them right to a defender.
2 strikes.
Good slider from Robbie Ray, lefty. If Verdugo's going to pull this one, but
Out.
snagged by the second baseman, easy out. Robbie Ray's pitching well.
7th inning stretch.
All right, McKenzie now at 77 pitches at the bottom of the 7th. Still looks like he has pretty good stamina. Confidence is sky high after all of these strikeouts.
Got him.
If we're able to continue to retire these batters quickly, could have a complete game, which I think would be really, really good for his confidence moving forward in the season.
He's out.
My head hurts really bad and it's worse than yesterday.
Wow.
All one's the count.
Strike right down the middle.
Ball, that's down.
Ooh. Ugly swing from Pete Crow Armstrong. Let's see what Carlson can do.
Nope, that's inside.
Rolls over the top of a circle change.
Got him.
Another Bobby Witt out. Kind of surprised at our ineffectiveness, but I guess the bottom of our lineup is just not quite as powerful as the top of our lineup, of course. But just haven't really been very productive. And we've had a lot of hits like this one. Hard hit balls,
Now batting.
either two defenders or hittable balls that were just under a little bit.
Ball 1. 2-0.
I mean, Torkelson, 99 power versus lefties. Good pitch to hit. We're on it, but just a little bit late. Can't go opposite field. And we still have McKenzie in for the 8th. Energy's getting low. Let's go ahead and warm up Hannah and Crochet, just in case.
Ball 1.
There's definitely been some pitches that we probably should have gotten. I know we've had one or two that were probably balls, but were called strikes. So we've gotten the calls a little bit both ways, but
That's ball 2. He's out.
Carlson, I'm not sure about that angle. I'm not sure if that was the best angle, if he could have gotten there or not, but
Nope. Ball 1. Counts 1-0. 1-1. 8-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
we're getting through it. Haven't had many base runners today, so
0-1.
should be pretty confident. And I mean, I know we've gotten some strikes, but another strikeout, and possibly the best Royals hitter. And it looks like McKenzie's going to have a shot for a complete game. Young Barger, first pitch swinging, gets a single on a slider right down the middle. Great hit. Let's see if we can keep this going.
Ball 1.
Feel pretty confident up up 3 runs, but I think if we can get to that 4 or 5 mark, that makes the game pretty much unreachable for the Royals. I mean, their offense has been, or their pitching has been pretty good. We've hit the ball very hard, but just for some reason just cannot get it over the wall. A lot of hits like that, very hard, either right to an infielder or a fly out. That one is going to go off over the second baseman's head. It's rolling. We've also seen some really bad outfield play from the Royals. A couple hits out into that right field gap that really shouldn't have been much, but have turned into 2 triples on the day just because of inability to glove the ball cleanly.
Ball 1, no strike.
But we have some runners on the base paths, 2 guys in scoring position, only 1 out, so. And Brownie pulls this one down the first base line, a hard pull. That's going to score 2, and I think that's what we needed. Seth Brown with a 2 RBI double
Now batting,
puts us up 5, and I think
Tyler Soderstrom. Your
that's
attention,
enough.
please.
They're gonna go
Now
back to
pitching for the
another
Royals.
lefty.
Number 59, Jake.
Oh, and that's gonna be a fly out. Alex Verdugo with an uncharacteristic 0-for-3 day. Leads the league in number of hits on the year so far, so you would not expect him to go hitless often. And he's going to give this one a good ride, but again, just caught out there. I mean, 10 hits, 6 runs on 10 hits is not bad at all, but I kind of expected us to have a little bit more, not going to lie. All right, now McKenzie pretty much out of energy, facing the heart of the lineup, so I think we're kind of going to have to throw some strikes and just kind of hope for the best. That one's going to get past Meade and Brown. Diving attempt by Meade. He really didn't have a shot for it, but Brown over pursued or something. Wasn't able to glove it. And Michael Garcia gets a double. I'm not sure if they're going to run on it. They are. Verdugo, pretty good arm. Good throw. And he is there for the out. Fantastic defense from Alex Verdugo out right. Beautiful throw across the baseball field. And a fly-out throw-out double play for the A's. McKenzie now over 100 pitches. And that's it. His 103rd ends the game. Get a complete game from Tristan McKenzie. Only 1 earned run. I'm sure that will win him player of the game. And it does. 9 innings, only allowing 4 hits, double-digit strikeouts, on the money with 10, 1 walk, and only 1 earned run. That is a great outing for McKenzie, who has struggled so far. I feel really good about that. And that is a sweep of the Kansas City Royals. I need to take a quick 30-second break. All right, we're back. Okay, so now it's 4 games in a row. It's a sweep of the Royals, which feels very good. Let's go ahead and get to our Rangers game. All right. Okay, feel pretty good about this. Oh, okay, we have 1.8 million. Okay, none of these guys are asking for even $1 million. So I think we're in a good spot to get all of our guys. William Lean signs. It's kind of cool. You can play a bazillion different positions, which is great. Let's offer a Mark Satio. We'll just offer him exactly what he's asking for. He signs. So now we're just waiting for Harvey Flores. Should be able to offer him in a few days. Okay, Alvaro Mata. Shoulder tightness, just out for a few days. We'll keep him active. Henry Bolt, out for just a few days. We'll keep him active. And Aldo Murillo, eligible to reinstate from the injured list, but is injured for a few days. Let's activate him. Okay. We win our 5th game in a row. And our 6th, a little bit on a run here. And our 7th. So back-to-back sweeps of Kansas City and Baltimore. We've now won 7 in a row. Still in 2nd, but tied with the Rangers. Okay, now we can offer on Harvey Flores. And he signs. It's all our players. All right. So can we get 3 sweeps in a row? On to the Marlins. No. We lose 6-9 to Miami, and then lose again 4-6, and then we get swept. So after back-to-back sweeps, we then get swept by the Marlins, who are not a particularly good team. And I think I don't know what's going on. When you're the best hitting team in the league and your pitching is at least decent, you would expect to be doing better. Stuart Orr is definitely slumping. I'm sure it's taken him out of the Cy Young race. He's not even close now. Zach Geloff in the running for a Gold Glove. Dylan Carlson for a Gold Glove. Soler, Silver Slugger. Geloff, Silver Slugger at second base, actually leading. Probably going to win that. Rosario, Silver Slugger in the outfield. Same way for Verdugo. Okay. All right. But oh my gosh, and now we're in 3rd. The Astros are making a climb. This has to be one of the most competitive divisions in all of Major League Baseball. Okay. So, Orr is slumping. I want to step in. I want to get that slump over. We're playing at home, so there's a good chance we could give up quite a few runs. Oh man, we are slouching a little bit. Geloff is super tired. So, let's see. How are we going to work this? Okay. So, Torkelson. All right, so Torkelson will play 3rd. Noda will play 1st. Dang, we do not have a backup shortstop with Rosario injured. Yeah, we don't have anyone else that can play short. So Barger's just going to have to play, or Gelof's just going to have to play on low injury, or on low energy. But Curtis Mead will get the day off. Okay. In that case, we'll switch Soler and Gelof just for the day. Soler's got more energy. I feel once your energy gets down, it's just harder to have power. What a year. We have the best offensive team in baseball. And we're third in the division. That's kind of crazy, honestly.
Hey! 0-2.
Start off with a single down the line in first. Noda's not able to get there. We already have one runner on. Oh my gosh. We cannot get there with Barger.
No, he's safe.
Two runners in.
Batting third, the shortstop.
They already have a run on the board.
Seager.
Hey! 0-1.
Got to be really careful with Seager. Incredibly dangerous hitter.
Got him.
But he grounds it to a double play. I thought that was initially just an out. But I guess there's a little chopper.
Owen. 1-0.
Oh, Butler on the run. Get there, buddy. He's not going to get there. Off the wall. And Stuart Orr, like I said, once a candidate for Cy Young. Really struggling so far here in this one versus a very talented Rangers team.
That's a ball.
Oh, get a strikeout there to end it. But 3 hits and a run is not a great start. Going to have to be a little bit better than that as we move on to the game.
Alex Verdugo.
All right, so we got Leiter on the mound. He's pretty solid. Verdugo all over those first 2 pitches, but pulling them a little early. And then goes up for that fastball and is under it. Not a good at bat for Verdugo. I mean, 2 very hard hit balls to start, and then just can't catch up to the high fastball. Barger's gonna ground out. And just so far, super quick 2 batters for Jack Leiter. Soler turns on that one, hits it pretty good, but pretty good is not good enough. And then quickly, Stuart Orr is back out. 16 pitch first inning.
No ball. 1 strike.
We're going to have to be better than that. And that's a good way to do it.
Batting seventh.
A 3-pitch strikeout on Josh Young feels good.
Marcus Simeon.
Marcus still with the Rangers.
0-1.
He's got to be pretty old by now. Good defense from Torkelson, able to make an awkward throw on the run. And a much better inning here from Orr, the bottom of the lineup.
No ball. 1 strike.
Torkelson able to at least knock that one down, only 26 feet from Heim. He is able to leg it out.
Batting ninth. The right fielder, Miguel Blanks.
Ball. Close.
Come on, Orr, let's spin the slide piece. There we go. That's not a ball. He definitely went around.
2-2.
But the changeup gets him, and then stares at a fastball that's 1,000% a strike, and it's called a ball. It's like he knew that was going to be a ball. Guess he read the scouting report on the umpire. We're going to go back to that spot, though. And he does give us that one on the black on the outside. All right, so Orr gets through 2. The second inning, a lot better than the first. No base runners. No runs scored. And worked much more efficiently.
Batting fifth. The third baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
Steal.
That's actually going to get us out of the double play.
Yep, he's out.
Geloff on the steal. Little hit and run action. Works out okay for us. I mean, not the worst pitch for Brown to swing at. We're being very aggressive here against Slider, not sitting on many pitches. Just, we gotta be looking for the fastballs. We can't go chasing changeup and sliders. Not the best at-bats from the A's so far. Just really chasing everything. Kind of fun to see Noda back on the field. He was a strong player for us in our first few years. But ultimately we decided we wanted to go after someone a little bit more upside with Torkelson, and he's been very good. He's been very, very good for us. Definitely feel like that trade probably worked out well for us. Not the best angle, I think, for Verdugo, but he is able to get there. At least stops it from much more. And Jonathan India, I think 2 for 2 on the day.
No ball. 1 strike.
Oh, Brownie, can you get there? I think one thing this team does lack a little bit is speed. I could definitely feel our lack of speed sometimes in the outfield. Our defense ranked, I think, 29th or 30th. Which, when your pitching is struggling, that could be why our pitching is struggling, honestly. But, I mean, it's not like they're terrible in terms of their reaction time and arm strength and arm accuracy. It really is just the speed. The speed isn't there. All right. Now we had a pitching coach or hitting coach conversation with our guys. Let them know, like, hey, wait for the fastball. Wait for those challenge pitches. We don't need to be swinging at curveballs, even if they're in the zone. Just look for your fastballs. And that worked. Noda draws a walk. We haven't really seen many fastballs in the strike zone. But I think the game is kind of smart in that if you're swinging at changeups and curveballs and stuff, pitchers will continue to throw them. Now 3-0 count. We're green lighting him. Let him make it his decision. That's a good one. We get a fastball down the middle. And that's what you do. That's what you do. That was a great first 2 at-bats after seeing some not great ones in the first 2 innings. Oh my God, is that a double play? Oh my God, that is an incredibly unlucky double play right there. I mean, that was a good hit ball, good pitch to take. It just makes the tag and is able to just barely snag his cleat for the second out. And we are just early on everything. We've pulled a lot of hits down that first base line. Also have not been elevating the ball very much. But I think we're okay. We know this team is very talented. But, you know, we're a talented team facing another talented team. Orr's pitching very... Oh, my God. So that's the second really blatantly bad call from the umpire this game.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I'm sure Orr is probably a little frustrated on the mound, but you just got to keep pounding the zone, keep attacking. And that one does land. That's really the difference in this game is they've had some hot shots down the third and first base line. Theirs have landed, ours have not. But that is baseball for you, right? Really doesn't like giving strikes in that upper left-hand corner. Another strikeout, back-to-back strikeouts. Well, not back-to-back, but 2 strikeouts this inning. See if we can strike out the side. That would be huge. Not quite, but Noda is able to get to that one, though. That's pretty good. Another strong inning from Orr. Decent pitch to hit. We've been turning on so many of them, but late on that one. First pitch, foul out for Jorge Soler. God. Early again. That's what I'm saying. A lot of pulled balls. But we just can't keep them in fair play. What, dude? I mean, well, not good just there. I struck out. Okay, thank you.
Now batting, third baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
Good line drive to center. Oh, it actually does fall. Thought for sure that was going to be an out.
Now batting, left fielder, Seth.
All right, Brownie. We really need a good at-bat here. Oh, it's high. It's deep. It's off the wall. We'll take it. RBI double for Seth Brown. Score is evened up 1-1. Oh, man, we needed that one from Brownie. We know him, we love him. Oh. I mean, that's a good hittable slider. I'm okay with, ripping on a slider like that, but oh my gosh, we just keep beating him into the ground. And we're very early. I mean, we pretty much had to swing at that one. That was going to be strike 3 if we didn't swing. But we're over the top. But we did just enough to get us even. And now it's not. Miguel Blyce with a solo shot onto left field. Only his 4th of the year.
Hey! 0-1.
Feels bad.
0-2.
But, runs are going to be at a premium, I think, of this game.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That's out the corner.
2 really close pitches don't get the call. We get the strikeout on the changeup. India 2 for 2. Had a very good day at the plate.
No, that's a ball. 1 ball, no strike.
This one hit very hard on the left field, but at the warning track, and Seth Brown is there. Looks familiar. We've done a good job, though, of eliminating Seager from the game, 0 for 2. I don't think it's had anything really dangerous. See if we can run this 2-seamer in on the hands. We get the swing and miss. Seen some good strikeout stuff from Orr today.
That's a ball.
Only 37 pitches from Leiter. I think we've helped him a lot with that.
He's out. That's a ball.
I mean, he's been challenging us for the most part. Oh, and we really needed that. Get your chips. Get your soda. Soderstrom goes yard. So 2 solo shots, 1 for each team, and we're back 2-2. There we go. Finally, Verdugo shoots one down the first base line. This one finally stays fair. Good play out there defensively. He's able to get to it quickly. Could have been a close play with a better throw, but that's a double for Verdugo. Oh, Barger. Oh, Barger. You had the pitch. It was right there. He was under it. Soler's got a good rip on that one. And it is gone. 2-run shot for Jorge Soler, showcasing his Soler power. A's take the lead. Wasn't quite sure if that one had the power, but in the stadium, you don't need a ton of it to get it over the wall. Two great pitches from Leiter, though. Fastballs on the black, low and outside. Not a bad eye from Geloff. I'm okay with him holding off on those, but he's in a hole now. He takes a fastball and a slider outside. Evens up the count. Oh, and another really good fastball low on the black. Geloff goes down looking, but the A's did what they needed to do.
Leading off for the Rangers, the first base.
Some clutch home runs. And if only Stuart Orr had some better stamina, I think he would have potential to be, an MVP candidate in the future. Was in the running for a Cy Young at the beginning of the year.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitching very well. Slumping a little bit, but a weird little chopper from Nathaniel Lowe. Would have liked to have seen Meade take a run at that one.
Evan Carter.
Oh my God, Brown can't make it. 1 run's gonna score. It's 4-3 with a very fast player on first. We are going to leave Orr in, and that was almost a huge mistake. Huge warning shot from Josh Young.
Ball. 1-1.
That was feet away from being a 2-run shot. Another little blooper that's going to land. The Rangers just getting insanely lucky right now with these hits. And I mean insanely lucky. We're going to go to Ryan Thompson.
Now pitching, Ryan.
Oh my God. That was not bad pitching by Orr at all. That was just good hitting. Little bloopers out into the no man's land. They're going to run We got the throw with Butler, but it is offline. Tough throw to make. We need a double play. Ryan Thompson, back-to-back sinkers. Hit him with the slide piece. Then the up and in fastball. We need a strikeout here in the worst way. Brown with the throw to home. Not there in time. Rangers take a 5-4 lead. Again, not bad pitching. Jesus Christ. We just can't leg it out in the outfield. Can't get to these. And then just everything's fine in grass right now.
No, that's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball, high.
Umpire maybe squeezing us a little bit. He's going to make a run for home. Butler throws offline. And what the hell?
Now batting, the shortstop.
Everything is falling. Everything's getting through for him. And these are not, again, these are not bad pitches. These are not mistake pitches. Our defense is just not there today. That one's going to get through. Seth Brown with the throw to home. It's a pretty good one, but not in time. Jesus fucking Christ.
The first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
Like, I would pull Thompson, but he's not pitching bad. Our defense just cannot make a play. Finally out of the inning. We have a lot of work to do. They score 6 in the 6th. Can't get too down on ourselves. We know we can score 2, but that is unbelievably frustrating when you just see hit after hit after hit and your defense is struggling to make plays. Couldn't get to the ball in the outfield. Couldn't get to the ball in the infield. Put out throws are offline. Too late. Unreal.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball 4.
All right. Torkelson draws a walk. We'll take that.
Leading off for the A's, the left fielder, Seth Brown.
No ball, 1 strike.
And that's been the difference, really. I know we have some runs on the board, but we've had a lot of hits that could have been, you know, if they just land. It's a very different ball game.
1-0.
This one's going to be caught. Back-to-back hits over 100 off the bat. And they're just screamers straight into the outfield. Good timing. Barreled it up. It's unlucky.
No. Ball. Ball.
We're going to hold up the stop sign for Noda. Just kidding. There's a fastball down the middle. But it's gloved. An absolute rocket to the outfield. And again, finds the glove of a Rangers defender. All right, Ryan Thompson. We need a much better inning than last one.
Got it.
Starting off with a ground ball is very nice.
Ball one. One ball, one strike.
Get there, Brown. Finally. Outfield's able to make some plays. That's just been the difference.
No ball, two strikes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the
I mean, fantastic inning there from Ryan Thompson. Quick 1, 2, 3. We just have to keep believing. If we get good one on the ball like we have been, eventually they're going to land.
Ball, outside.
Get down. Get down. Doesn't get down. That was not a good swing. Another quick 1-2.
Ball. One ball, no strike. That's a ball.
And again, good ball. Oh my God, he's not able to glove it. Addison Barger gets super lucky there.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
And now they pull out Jacob deGrom, the 38-year-old righty. Still throwing fucking
Now,
gas.
for Texas, number 48, Jacob deGrom.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball.
Kind of crazy to see deGrom in a reliever role, but
Ball four, take your base.
5 pitches later, he walks
Now
Soler.
second baseman, Zach.
Now we have Zach Geloff. Get through, get through, get through. He knocks it down, and that's it.
Now batting, third baseman, Spencer
Bases loaded for Spencer Torkelson. Oh my God. And he flies out on the first pitch. Good pitch to hit. Just laid on it. That was the inning we needed. And we just needed we
Leading off
Needed a different result right there.
the catcher, Jonah Heim.
We'll go to Jaime.
Your attention, please. Now pitching, Jaime.
I mean, we had a righty in as a starter, and just that one inning blew us up. Could not get a defensive stop to save our life, and they just kept making contact with everything and getting it to land. But it is what it is.
0-1.
It is what it is. Frustrating to say the least, but we still have a shot. We got 2 more innings to score some runs. And that's where we're really missing the speed.
The center fielder,
Really missing some speed in the outfield for sure.
Tavares.
I would say we could make a trade, but I think we'll be okay once once Ahmed Rosario gets back. Which he should be coming back from injury soon, I think. All right, Jaime gets us through the top of the 8th. We had the bases loaded, then couldn't do anything with it, unfortunately. But we still got 2 innings for 4 runs. Very doable. And it's not like DeGrom has been pitching out of his mind. He walked 2 or 3 batters last inning. Two good fastballs away on us. So the Browns going to go opposite field. It's a nice strong hit off the wall. Oh, and he's out. Don't hate it. Just a really good throw by the defense. Butler's going to fly out. Tough day. Tough day.
No ball. 1 strike.
I agree with the man in the crowd who yelled, "Let's get on base." I would love that. I would love to get on base. But every ball we hit just goes straight to a defender. Once again, super hard hit ball. Hits super hard right to a defender. All right. Jaime, you got to stop the bleeding. I mean, relief pitchers have done a good job besides just the 1 inning, whereas like everything that they made contact with got through like that.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
No, that's a ball. 1 ball. No strike.
Okay. Seth. There we go. I don't know. We definitely could go after some speed in the outfield, but it would have to be a really good player. Can we get interference on India right there? Slid into our boy. And that's a 2-run shot. I think that probably just put it out of reach. I said they've hit a lot of really good pitches that have just been hit well or just happen to land. That one, not a good pitch. 2-seamer, only 90, pretty much middle. Not surprised that one's yard. This is by far, I think, the worst. Jesus Christ. Gets past both the pitcher and Geloff. And Geloff's not even a bad defender. Everything is working for the Rangers and not a lot's working for us right now. All right. We got 1 inning to score 6 runs.
The catcher.
All we have to do is score 6 runs in an inning against Jacob deGrom. Easy. Would have liked a ball on that one. But, okay. Good way to start. Good way to start. Soderstrom with a rocket. A piss missile, 409 feet out into left. Verdugo, what do you got, buddy? What do you got, buddy? Is this a start? Is this a start? Ooh, shit. Okay. It's hit hard. It's hit deep. It's caught on the track. Okay. 1 run, 1 out. Not a great start. Okay. That one's through. That one's through. Runner on. Runner on first. 1 out. We're seeing deGrom. 101. No problem. We're actually early on it. That's insane.
That's the ball. 1-0.
Okay, probably should have swung at that one, but that's all right. Still have a few more pitches, and deGrom's already walked people. Oh, that was a pitch to hit. We're just early on it. Okay, full count. Be smart, Soler. Be smart. Okay, that was a close pitch. It's a good one to fight off. I don't blame him. Oh, fuck. Hittable slider, just laid on it. All right, Geloff. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You are my only hope. Okay. I think we have to red light him right. Yep. Okay. 2-1. 2-1.
Spencer Torkelson.
Come on, Torkelson. Know you want to be a hero. Oh, fuck. That's an out. Oh, I think that was probably my worst loss I've ever had in MLB The Show. Really, really tough game. All right, so the Athletics, everyone.
10 runs, 17 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the home team, 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 9 minutes. Thank you for
Is there not a way?
And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Result: hit, out, taken, fouled, missed, strikeout, base on balls, swung. We didn't chase much at all. Lots of line drives. Look at that. I wish it would give us some numbers. Oh, here we go. So we had 7 line drives, or 11, 13 line drives. Less than half of them landed for hits. This is crazy. 35 balls put in play. Only 12, 34% resulted in a hit. And for the Rangers, 57% of those resulted in a hit. That was the difference in the game. That's just unlucky. Stewart gets 9 strikeouts, but gives up 5 earned. That is a really tough loss. All right. All right. No longer injured. Has come off the injured list. We'll put him on the bench. And let's get Rosario back in there. And that means yeah, Addison Barger comes in. Again, just no speed on the team. Good defense. Good defense. I have faith. I have faith. And then versus lefties, Rosario still in at shortstop. He goes up to the 2 spot. Dylan Carlson versus lefties. I'm fine with that in the 5 spot. Really need Mead to come around. But we'll leave Carlson in because he is hitting lefties well. So we'll leave him at least in against lefties. But I mean, it's not bad. We went on a little bit of a run there. Last game versus the Rangers. Oh no, it's a 4-game series. Oh my God, please don't sweep us. Okay, so we avoid the sweep, but not a great month of baseball. Not a great month. We played 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23 games, and we won 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So under 500 ball for the month of July. That sucks. That's really shitty. We did have quite a few All-Stars at all levels, AA, AAA, and Major League. But damn, that's tough. Okay, we're now 3rd in the division, but we can view our draft picks. Let's see what we got. Wow. That is a solid draft. Look at this. 2 high Bs, 1 A potential, and the rest mid to upper Cs. You can be a starter with 75 overall, 78 overall. We have possibly a future starter at shortstop Wow. Okay, so what do we got? Armando Quevedo. We already knew he was good defensively, and he comes off looking real good. Good speed, good on the base paths, good defensively, 86 overall potential. Okay. Paul Ritson, also 86 potential. Has a long way to go, but he has good speed, and that's about it right now. Randall McLeod out in left field, great hitter, great vision, discipline, clutch, contact. Okay defensively, but really good on the base pass, really good speed. So he just needs to work on his defense and maybe get some power. Harvey Flores, not much of a bat, but again, defensively, some speed. He was our discovered player. He ends up being a 75 potential. William Ling, wait. That's not right. Does it? Oh, okay. That's got to be a bug. So it says none of these guys have secondary positions, but Ling, I remember specifically we picked him because he could play the outfield and multiple infield positions. So he has a long way to go, but 76 potential. Benitez, same thing, and same thing with Mark Statio. So a lot of depth at shortstop, a lot of depth in the outfield with some potential starters. Really excited for Quevedo, excited for McLeod. All right, let's see what the rest of the league did. We saw starting pitcher after starting pitcher go in the first and second rounds. And we're not seeing a lot of great stuff coming out of it. Tim James looks like he's solid. Carlos Peralta looks like he could be okay. Wow, look at this down here. Juan Velez, 97 potential, but only 48 overall. 21 years old. That's tough. Really not seeing anything crazy. Okay, there's I think our first A potential position player. Just so many starting pitchers taken, and none of them look to be awesome. Sydney Flowers, wow. 74 overall and 83 potential. That's a solid. If you get a guy like that on a struggling team, like right off the rip, that can be huge for them. All right, so the Rockies, they had the second or third pick. They get Damon Staub, 18-year-old. It's crazy that his potential is that high. 92 potential. Has good stuff. Good stamina. Could be a solid pitcher. Okay. Good draft from the Giants. 2 B potentials in an A, 3 B potentials in a, and got a good starting pitcher. Wow. With 93 potential, he's going to have 99 contact for sure. That's awesome. That's a good pick. Wow, an A potential reliever. You don't see that often. Scott French, that's a guy we wanted. He looked like he's all right. Starting off 68 power versus lefties is huge. 85 potential is good. Shortstop with 95 potential. I don't know. I feel pretty good about our draft. I think we really knocked out of the park. White Sox had a great draft. Got a starting pitcher, a left fielder, and a shortstop, all with mid-B potential, and then another left fielder with 93 potential. That's awesome. That's a good draft, and they're all young players too. Lots of outfielders in this draft that are really good. I think oh yeah, here's a guy that's like, his potential was 63 and 94, and his overall was probably the same, like matching. So he's 72 overall with 72 potential, but he looks like a solid ball player. Okay, so all in all, I think if we had to rank our draft, I think I would give us an A, honestly. Seeing what the rest of the league did. Maybe like a B plus or an A minus. But we got exactly what we needed, which was depth. And we got some good depth. So we'll see how these guys develop, but I feel really good about it. Feel really good about that draft. Like I said, we don't make any trades. I just think if our pitching rotation can just find it, if we can just fucking find it. I don't know, if we can just get it. Mason Miller's finally reaching his maximum potential, but still, 86 overall, still pitching a 4 ERA. I mean, Grayson, Rodriguez, and Tyler Wells have to be insanely disappointing. Wells maybe not so much because, you know, he's only 77 overall. But Grayson Rodriguez, a 90 overall with A potential, with almost a 6 ERA, coming off a year where he was 3.7, like, that's not good. That is not good. Luckily, he's going to keep improving, but Arias is back. I don't know. Really comes down to our pitching. Let's see what our minor leaguers are up to. Down AAA. Andreas Gillian still progressing very nicely. 73 overall, only 24 years old. Having a pretty good year. Really bummed about Orozco. Oh wait, no, it was him. All right, our relievers are looking pretty good though. Roosevelt Bronson. Wow, his potential goes up to a B. That's huge. Dick Lovelady. Still progressing at 31 years old. Having a great year. Where's Kyle Brown? He's operating as a closer. Having a great year as well. But Roosevelt Bronson going up in potential, that's huge. That's huge. I mean, a 1.4 ERA and a .85 WHIP is disgusting. And then AA, Velez, Crespo, crushing it. Padilla, doing pretty good. All in all, okay, pretty good. And then our lineups. Colby Thomas, brother, have yourself a year. Wow, look at that discipline, up 9 points. His on base is over 400. That's fantastic. Okay, Colby Thomas. Doug Vaughn. I mean, we already know. Doug Vaughn might be in the majors next year. He is looking so good. He is looking so good. And at the majors at 19, you definitely could see, he might be this year. We might see him in September call-ups. Ooh, Sean Lima. Not great, buddy. Logan Davidson, who just came up to the A's in real life. Okay. Let's make that move for sure. Although Maria's in the piss out of the baseball, let's get him in there in the second spot. That's good. I mean, AAA lineup's on fire. AA, ooh, not good. Not good. Not good. Wow. No one really performing super well. Okay. But this gives me hope. Martin Meza finally seeing some good progress, especially against lefties, which he needed. It's the guy I really want to get up into the majors. He's kind of what we're looking for. He's got good speed and pretty good defense. We could really use someone like him. Okay. All right. We're in a tough spot. We got 2 months of baseball left. We have a hyper competitive division, and we're kind of falling. So we'll see how we fare. But thanks so much for watching. I as always appreciate your time, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.